Have you ever noticed how the moment things start going too well, you suddenly do something incredibly dumb? Like, you finally get a good routine going, sleeping early, eating better, feeling confident, and then your brain goes, hey, what if we stay up till 3 a.m. scrolling videos about raccoons? Yeah, that's self-sabotage, and almost all of us do it. Today, let's talk about why we sabotage our own happiness, even when we say we want it more than anything. Because honestly, if happiness were a person, most of us would invite it in, offer it tea, and then secretly hide its shoes so it can't leave comfortably. Let's start with a simple truth. No one likes to admit. Happiness feels unfamiliar. We think we're chasing happiness, but what we're really chasing is comfort. And comfort isn't always happy. It's just familiar. If you're used to stress, chaos, or disappointment, your brain treats that like home. So when happiness shows up, your brain gets suspicious. It's like, wait a second, things are calm. Where's the problem? Something bad must be coming. So what do? We create the problem ourselves. You start overthinking a good relationship. You procrastinate on something important. You pick a fight for no real reason. You convince yourself you don't deserve what's going well. Congratulations, your brain feels safe again. Another big reason we sabotage happiness is fear of losing it. Think about it. Being happy means you have something to lose, and losing hurts. So instead of enjoying the moment, we think, well, this probably won't last anyway. And because humans are oddly talented at making their thoughts come true, it doesn't. It's like buying a brand new phone and refusing to enjoy it because one day it might fall and crack. So instead, you just throw it on the floor yourself. At least that way, you were prepared. Then there's the classic one. We tie happiness to conditions. I'll be happy when I lose weight. I'll be happy when I make more money. I'll be happy when everyone likes me. And when we get close to those things, we panic. Because if happiness is on the other side of that goal, what happens after we reach it? So we delay. We distract ourselves. We move the finish line. We say, just one more thing. Then, I'll allow myself to be happy. Spoiler alert, that one more thing never ends. Let's talk about self-talk for a second, because this one is sneaky. Most of us walk around with a tiny narrator in our heads who is deeply unqualified for the job. You succeed at something, and the voice says, nice, but don't get cocky. You feel proud, and it says, who do you think you are? You relax, and it says, you should be doing more. Imagine if a friend spoke to you like that. You'd block them. Immediately. But because it's your own voice, you assume it's telling the truth. And that voice loves sabotaging happiness because happiness threatens its favorite identity. The struggler. Struggling feels productive. Rest feels lazy. Joy feels suspicious. Another reason we sabotage happiness, we confuse excitement with anxiety. That nervous feeling before a big opportunity. Your brain sometimes labels it as danger instead of growth. So instead of saying, I'm excited, you say, something's wrong. And then you pull back. You don't apply, you don't speak up, you don't try. Not because you can't, but because happiness requires vulnerability, and vulnerability is scary. Here's the wild part, though. Most self-sabotage isn't intentional. It's your brain trying to protect you with outdated software. At some point in your life, these habits helped you survive. Now they're just blocking your joy. So how do we stop sabotaging ourselves? First, notice the pattern. Every time things start going well, ask yourself, what am I about to do to mess this up? Second, get comfortable with discomfort. Happiness feels weird at first. That doesn't mean it's wrong. Third, let happiness be imperfect. It doesn't have to be permanent to be real. And finally, stop waiting for permission to enjoy your life. You don't have to earn joy by suffering first. You don't need to be flawless to feel good. And you don't have to sabotage today because you're afraid of tomorrow. Happiness isn't a trap. It's not a test. And it's definitely not something only other people deserve. Sometimes the bravest thing you can do is let yourself be happy without ruining it. And if your brain tries to interfere tonight by overthinking everything you just heard, tell it thanks for the concern and go enjoy your raccoon videos responsibly.